Thank you very much, Britton. Now to the continued search for a murder suspect from Odessa. Law enforcement agencies from across the region are searching by land and air. This all began around 10:20 this morning when the suspect allegedly approached a homeowner in the 5700 block of Greenway in Ector County. A struggle ensued. That's when police say the suspect shot and killed the homeowner and stole a vehicle. The suspect, driving a black Mustang, was able to avoid police before crashing in Mertzen. The suspect then switched cars, taking a Chevy Tahoe, and then ditched the Tahoe in Irion County. According to officials, after fleeing from the Tahoe, the search was focused in Mertzen and the surrounding area. Police have also had a heavy police presence in San Angelo. The suspect is considered armed and dangerous. For more on the search, let's welcome in Damian Bartonik, who's live in San Angelo. Damian, what can you tell us?
Bert, right now where I'm standing, earlier today you mentioned how there was a heavy police presence in San Angelo. Well, right behind me a couple of hours ago, there was actually full SWAT vehicles, full Tom Green County Sheriff's Office deputies. They had everything out in this search for the suspect. Now, we don't have a name for this suspect just yet, but what you mentioned earlier on in the broadcast and the intro for this story was correct. That is the most up-to-date information we have, and I actually verified it from Sergeant Stephen Blanco from the Texas Department of Public Safety. Right now, they are still looking for the suspect in a field specifically off of FM 2469 and Highway 67. So there's still an extensive search going on. Bert, that's all we know right now, but obviously the situation is very fluid, and as the information comes in, we will definitely be reporting it here on Fox West Texas.
Damian, you were closely involved in covering the search for Ector Walker, the juvenile who escaped from the Tom Green County Juvenile Justice Center. Now, totally different circumstances, but I'm wondering if there's any similar feelings or thoughts about this search.
Right, exactly. Totally different circumstances indeed, but I will say the search is as extensive, meaning that for the search for Ector Walker, they were also looking in all sorts of places like those fields and stuff like that, and that's exactly what's happening here as well. This search is expected to go on and be never ending. We saw the helicopters that were actually helping look for the suspect in the fields. They were going back and forth. And I don't know whether or not they were actually switching copters, but what I do know is there was always one out there in air. So it's a very extensive search, and it's something, like I said, very, very fluid, and we will be monitoring it here at Fox West Texas.
All right, Damian Bartonik, live in San Angelo. Thank you, Damian. And as Damian mentioned, we are continuing to keep our eye on the search, and we'll bring you any updates as they come into the newsroom.